The world faces financial problems, but investors are getting extra green.
Fox's Adam Shapiro, he's wrapping up the day in business.
Investors making money on hopes the world is trying to fix its money problems. Stocks rallying on reports governments in Europe and America are moving closer towards their own debt deals. Meantime, Uncle Sam officially cutting ties with Chrysler. The government selling its remaining stake in the automaker to new owner Fiat for more than $500 million. But taxpayers are still on the hook for over $1 billion lent to the old Chrysler. America's two largest companies that manage prescription drug benefits are hooking up. Express Scripts buying rival Medco for $29 billion in cash and stock. The new firm will handle prescriptions for roughly 135 million people. Keep an eye on Microsoft after the bell on Thursday. The software giant reporting quarterly earnings and overall sales ahead of expectations. But sales of its core Windows operating system were down. Pepsi getting a pop and also popping consumers. Strong sales overseas helping the soft drink and snack maker serve up profit gains last quarter. But Pepsi still planning on hiking prices this fall to offset higher costs. That's business. I'm Adam Shapiro.
In the Foxlight tonight, Katy Perry is dominating the VMA nominations. The singer scored 9 MTV Video Music Awards, including Video of the Year, Best Female Video, and Best Pop Video. Adele and Kanye West tied with 7 nominations. Lady Gaga, Beyonce, and Eminem also have multiple nominees. The VMAs air live August 28th from Los Angeles.
Perfect skin, perfect hair, gleaming white teeth, and long, lean bodies. It's what we see on TV and in magazines every day. Now doctors are wondering how airbrushed advertising is affecting self-image. Fox's Courtney Friel reports.
The American Medical Association worries there are consequences to unrealistic advertising. But will models, photographers, and the media be up for changing their publicity campaigns?
There are plenty of celebrities who ask for a nip here or a tuck there when it comes to retouching their photos.
Who wouldn't want to be blemish-free with smaller hips and a golden tan?
Sarah Jessica Parker is on this month's cover of Vogue, and it's the age issue, but at 46 years old, there's not a wrinkle to be found on her face. Elizabeth Hurley was quoted saying that she relies on a good photographer and a certain amount of retouching.
The American Medical Association is adopting a new policy which discourages airbrushing, specifically in teen publications. Its concern, photoshopped images can lead to eating disorders and distorted body image.
We think that some reasonable guidelines could be developed by the advertising associations to make sure that we do take care of our kids in a good way so that they don't develop these unhealthy expectations about themselves.
But with automatic photo editing software programs widely available, airbrushing is easier than ever.
It tells you what to do.
Celebrity photographer Dave Kaczynski uses pictures of me to show how quickly this is done and believes the practice is here to stay.
And every magazine is going to be photoshopped. Someone's going to be fixed up to some degree. People made slimmer, add color, correct blemishes, complexions. No photo right out of the camera is ready to be put into print and circulation.
Now, some countries like France, Britain, and Israel have proposed legislation for companies to identify when their ads have been altered. And some celebrities have spoken out against extreme retouching. Kate Winslet took legal action against GQ magazine for making her too thin. And Britney Spears released before and after pics from her Candies photo shoot. In New York, Courtney Friel, Fox News.
Oh, look out, Nikki. We got a bear alert out of Tennessee tonight. It's an unbearable sight as this guy gets his head stuck in a plastic food container. And to make matters worse, he was walking around for 3 weeks with it over his head. Wildlife workers tried to catch the animal and help him, but each time he eluded them. Finally, he was spotted in Newport and the container was removed. Experts say the bear was starved. He only weighed 115 pounds. Luckily, he has made a full recovery.
Well, luckily, they found him in time.
Jeez.
3 weeks is a long time to go.
That is a long
Especially
time
for a bear.
not to eat.
Wonder how he felt after they took that off.
Midsummer hibernation for him.
I took a bite out of their arms. Well, after a dramatic win last night, the Rockies were at it again this afternoon against the Atlanta Braves.
We have all the action from Coors next in sports. Colorado Colorado Rockies looking to take 3 out of 4 from the Atlanta Braves today as the two teams wrapped up their 4-game series. Bottom of the first, no score. Carlos Gonzalez takes Tommy Hanson deep. That's a solo shot in a rocket. Cargo's 15th. 1-0 Rockies. More on Cargo later. Bottom of the second, Chacin tries to lay down the bunt as Fowler takes off from third. It's a suicide squeeze, but Brian McCann can't squeeze the pitch. Fowler steals home standing up. Not something you see every day. 4-0 Rockies. Top of third, though. Oh, Jason Hayward hits the 2-run shot off the wall. The ball hits off the top of the wall and actually goes out. Hayward's 10th, Braves down 4-2. Then at the top of the 5th, Braves down 4-3. Freddie Freeman hits a ball. That's out of the ballpark. The solo shot. Freeman's 15th of the season. Game tied at 4. Bottom of the 5th, scary moments for Rockies fans. Gonzalez takes a big cut at the Hanson offering and jacks up his right wrist in the process. Gonzalez leaves the game after re-injuring that wrist. Now, Gonzalez missed 8 games after badly bruising the right wrist when he crashed into the wall making a catch against Kansas City on July 3rd. Well, today he was sent for an MRI. A team spokesman said the club expects to have the results by tomorrow. The Rockies will travel to Arizona and open up a weekend series against the Diamondbacks tomorrow. The Colorado Springs Sky Sox finishing up their series against the Las Vegas 51s. It's a slugfest for the Sox. They score 11 runs over the 51s' 4 runs. Next, the Sox will travel to Fresno to take on the Grizzlies. NFL owners approved a proposed 10-year labor agreement with the NFL Players Association today, putting the potential end to the league's lockout in the hands of the players. Owners voted 31-0 to accept the proposed collective bargaining agreement. Oakland Raiders sustained, by the way. Some of the highlights in the proposal include 4-year rookie contracts, lower rookie salaries and a cap, and later training camps with no more full contact 2-a-day practices. If approved, NFL activities could begin as early as Saturday. How about this nice moment in Phoenix last night at the Brewers-Diamondbacks game as a young Arizona fan proved that just like at Christmas, when it comes to a game ball, it's better to give than receive. Ricky Weeks flipping the ball into the stands. A young Diamondbacks fan grabs it away from a younger fan wearing a Brewers shirt who's very sad. Well, later, the Diamondback fan with the nice gesture, he goes over and hands it back to the Brewer fan. And those boys actually, as this was all caught on tape, those boys were brought up to the booth and they were given an autographed baseball bat by Mark Grace, who's a great guy, by the way. So there you go, Nikki. Good story.
Good lessons for the kids tonight. Well, stay with us. Your exclusive Fox 21 10 o'clock forecast is next.
Why wait for a local weather forecast at 10:15 when you can get it right now? Here's Chief Meteorologist Terry Gerbstad with the Fox 21 top of the hour weather at 10.
Tomorrow looks hot and mostly dry. Let's take a look at a week's worth of weather. We'll top out at 93. As a matter of fact, heat is kind of the key for the next 3 days. We'll be in the low 90s. Cooling it off a little bit by late in the weekend and a little more by the middle of next week. In Puebla, we're looking at 100s the next couple of days. We'll back it off a little bit on Sunday. By the middle of next week, could top out only in the low 90s. Only in the low 90s. That shows you how hot it's been.
Low 90s. Break out the sweaters. That's
really, yeah.
All right, thank you, Terry, and thank you so much for being with us. For more news and weather, just log on to our website, coloradoconnection.com.
2.5 Men's coming up next. Have a great night, everyone.